Hello, how are we doing? It's getting to look a lot like Christmas or seasonal depression because it's cold and it gets dark at 3 o'clock. Don't forget, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Today we are going over theoretical probability. So, theoretical probability is kind of like most things in life. It's what may happen, okay? Um, and and apparently in math we are very boring and we only pull out crayons or marbles or cards or dice and spin spinners because that's just the kind of life we lead. Um, Now, really, the whole warm up they were quiet. Now they decide to get louder. I just don't understand. All right, so the way this is written, this is the P the event, not to actually urinate on the event. Like the probability of what we're looking for is the number of favorable outcomes over the number of possible outcomes. Okay. Or as I like to think about it, as what we want over what we have. Now, this is only for the math problem because in real life is what we want, you know nice students, what we have, rudeness. Okay, so and see, some of y'all think that rudeness is like talking all the time, but just some of the same stuff over and over, the very small things, is actually very rude. I just wanted to put it on here so if anybody else in other other classes saw it, they might get the message. I doubt it though. Okay. Wow, you should be a detective. You are all over that like a fat kid on a cupcake. Because I have 16 other Algebra 1 classes. Okay, so, all right. Now, because I'm from Alabama and all my family's from Alabama, and we are going to talk like this, I pronounce this as a cray on. Okay, please understand. This is a cray on. I do not pronounce this as a crown. Okay? It's not a crown. Okay? I know some people do. I'm sorry. That's not me. So we're going to speak a different language for a little bit. Some of y'all out there know what I'm talking about. All right, so we have 4 greens. We have 1 red. We have 2 blues. And we have 5 yellows. Nobody likes yellow, apparently. All right. See, we can't even see that up there. That looks like a yellow that somebody that needs to drink more water. Now, okay, anyways. Oh, now people are paying attention. So, if we were to add all these up, now we need to know about what we have. So this is plus, plus, plus. So we have 12 total. Now, if we look at all these, we're just pulling these out at random. So what we have each time, our possible outcomes for each of these situations is going to be over 12. Okay? So we can go ahead and set up those fractions like that. That's really nice. Okay? I think it's nice. Yeah, really, there's a question already. Yes. Oh, okay, we are not there. We are setting up the problem. Are we answering the problem? We, as the class, I'm talking about the people not doing Mach 5. I'm talking about the people that are like on the pedal Slow. This is how we very slowly get there. Understanding. Okay. So yes, it will simplify. Yes, sir. And we will get there. Okay. All right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You're just about 16 steps ahead of me. Okay. I'm Caucasian and I'm middle aged and I'm fat, so I'm really slow. So just hang on. Okay. All right. Now, so for number one, the probability that we get a red. Okay. Now, this does not simplify. So we are done. This is our answer. Now, if we did not know if it simplified or not, are you freaking? Okay, really? That's just okay. Apparently, that is my screen, and this is my screen all day. So we hit the N over D button, 1 over 12, and we hit enter, and that's it. Okay, so we just checked. Now, probability that we get a green. That's kind of funny because that's actually your last name. All right. Now, this one will reduce. You should kind of know that. Kind of obvious. They're both even numbers. And this reduces down to 1/3. Now, as I was saying previously, we were setting them up. As we answer them, we do want to reduce them, okay? Now, I know there's this thing that probably some of y'all have never seen before. It's called a commercial, okay? There's these things on regular TV called commercials, and there's this one called for Trident, and it said 4 out of 5 dentists recommend Trident. I don't know if anybody's ever seen this or heard about these things. Do you think they actually only asked 5 dentists? No. That's the reduced number. Oh. Okay. So, probability we get a blue. Well, this also will reduce to 1 over 6. All right. Not yellow. This is how much that we do not like yellow. No amarillo. Okay? No me gusta amarillo. All right? So it's any color besides yellow. So there are 5 yellows out of 12. So how many other colors are there that's not yellow? There's 7. Now, I just kind of try to explain that a lot simpler than what I saw in the book and a lot of stuff online. Think about it. If there are 12 crayons, you have 5 that are yellow. That means you have 7 that are not. Okay? Ain't that right? I know some of this stuff is like, isn't that common sense? I'm like, yes, kind of like you would think that people would not try to like tell their friends to, hey, Mr. Jeffries is going to sign people up to go see the Amish Christmas lights and not text them during class. Like I had multiple seniors get at least 5 or 6 friends to say that they were interested. Amish Christmas lights. The Amish does not have electricity. Oh my gosh, and the light bulb finally went off for somebody in this class that finally figured that out. By the way, in true fashion for me to, try to make it through the end of this semester, I posted that on the Facebook. I got multiple reactions from family members that they were like, I have to tell my dad this, who's 80 years old and not on Facebook. He would love this. They're like, please tell, there's no way that they actually believe this. I'm like, oh yeah, this was great. Okay. All right. You spin a spinner. Again, math people are boring. Well, some of them. And then some of them are really cool and schizophrenic, like John Nash. If you want to, Google that and you'll see. Or if you've seen the movie A Beautiful Mind, you know what I'm talking about. All right. So, if I were you, okay, you might ask yourself, what would Jeffries do? Well, Jeffries would actually write out the numbers of 1 through 15 because I would need to see them. Okay. Now, it's a spinner, it's equal sized. Okay. So, everybody's equal, everybody's the same, nobody's different, all that kind of tree hugging hippie bull crap. Now, so that way I can physically see what it's talking about. Okay. I am the world's worst. If you try to explain to me like, oh, we're doing this at the house and we're doing this, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to look at you like this. I have no idea what you're talking about. You're going to, I need a picture. I'm a visual person. Okay. Now, so I'm like, now, all right. Yeah, my wife was trying to tell me something one day, and I'm just sitting there going, uh huh, uh huh. And then she finally showed me pictures, and I was like, oh, okay, totally. I had no idea. I thought we were doing some type of Middle Earth, like, yeah, Lord of the Rings thing. All right, so we spin a spinner, we flick it, and it spins. All right, so this is the probability that it lands on 15. This is the probability that it lands on 15. How many times does the number 15 happen between 1 and 15? Exactly, one time. Thank you, somebody, for holding up a finger. And, it was actually the appropriate finger, not like the inappropriate one I normally get in class. Now, some people actually got that. Appreciate it. All right, an odd number. So we can count them. Well, this is out of 15. All these are out of 15 before we reduce them, but I'm not going to write that again because people will have questions. Trying to make things easy for people. All right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This happens 8 out of 15 times. Let's see, 8 out of 15, that's even, that's odd. Don't think that reduces. Put it in the calculator. That's a big fat no. Okay. Not 15, or I'm sorry, not 5. Yeah. Here's 5. There are 14 other numbers that are not 5. Okay, kind of like that show that's on Netflix, the You Are Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah. Have you ever seen that? It's a very funny movie. Those are actually Adam Sandler's daughters in that. Hilarious. It's like, hey, I'm inviting everybody but you. So if you've ever been in that situation, that was Mr. Jeffries' high school life. Now, uh, less than 5. So out of 15. Here's 5. Here's numbers less than 5. How many numbers are that? 4. Do we see how this is like kind of getting easier? By the way, visuals are great. Anytime I would say I have a spinner or something like that, I would write out the numbers. Please, please, please write out the numbers. If you come to me during with your turn and you're like, I don't understand what the numbers mean, I said, did you write out the numbers? You say no, I'm going to make you go back. Learn. You must unlearn what you have learned. Padawan. That means use the gray matter between your ears. All right. Multiple of 5. That is 5, 10, 15. Yes, 1 does not count. You cannot multiply something by 5 and get 1. You can multiply 5 by 1. And this will reduce to 1 over 5. And this is why we can't have nice things for whoever just dropped whatever that is. Hopefully it's not one of those fancy pens that has smoke coming out the end of it that's flavored. All right, greater than 8. So here's 8. Here's numbers that's greater. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 over 15. All right. Oh, there's more. Ah, this is like an infomercial. But wait, there's more. All right. The probability that it's less than 16, okay, out of 15 numbers. Okay, out of 15. Out of 15 numbers, how many numbers are less than 16? 15. And that reduces to 1. Okay? So you're saying there's a chance. Okay? All right. And out of 15, how many numbers are greater than 16? 0. And that reduces to 0. Again, some students are familiar with that in the gradebook. Now.
Oh, that hurts. That's not very nice, Mr. Jeffries.
Sorry. All right. Now, that's it for our lesson. The rest of the back page is for you for your turn. I have even put a graphic on there for you so you could see. Please read the questions a couple of times. Actually read them. Don't sit there and just look at, I don't understand. Okay? Think about it. Please, please. I don't care if you ever do math anywhere in the rest of your life. Just please try to think and problem solve. Okay? Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.